Hi, everybody. What is going on with you this morning? I am going to do a bonus reading for my Leos since they are so good to me. You guys, usually when I do a Leo reading, I haven't been doing readings lately, but when I do readings, usually the Leos get the most Skype readings. If I have a Skype reading, it's a Leo. They're like, honey, I am here. The Leo is in the house. You better put that camera up. I'm like, wait, hi, did you want a reading? Mm-hmm. Let me just see how I'm looking. Like, all right, Leo, go on with your best self. Go on with your best self. Hey, look at all the Leos in the house. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, what's going on? Venus in Leo. Heather, what's happening, Heather? You see me? You see me? Latrice, Darius, Charlie, everybody. Hello. Good morning. How many Leos we got in the house? Oh, good. Your soulmate is a Leo. Hello. Thank you. Oh, well, welcome, Nikki. Oh, thank you, Lachelle, Londa, Desiree. Her name is called Strength Within. I ain't mad at you. Thank you for the likes, you guys. I realize now that they help with the rotation. I'm getting back up there, Lord. I'm getting back up there, slow but surely. Slow but surely. Oh, thank you, Londa. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I appreciate that, Anastasia. Well, thank you, Peaches D. I feel the same. Oh, she says, I so needed to hear you. Leos. Thank you for your likes. They help the rotation. Maria's in the house. Maria's in the house. Okay, at the bottom of the deck is Express Your Love. Next, we have Chemistry. Who would I get you? This could be the one. And Religious Factors. Religious Factors. Ooh, it's cold. I don't know what to do about this. I'm going to get cold, and I'm going to get hot, and I'm going to get cold, and I'm going to get hot. All right. I don't ever wear this thing outside. I was like, well, I'll just wear it on YouTube. Thank you for the likes. It helps the rotation. I'm still not being rotated. I saw a suggested video of mine twice yesterday. I used to see 15 of them. That's okay. Let me stop talking about what I don't want, right? Oh, me too, Desiree. Ooh, who would I get you? Oh. Yes, I am. The woman in black. Oh, Leos, let me read your oracle reading, okay? It's called Vulnerability. Vulnerability to the courageous ones. Vulnerability. All right. Y'all ready? Don't get mad at me. I'm just a messenger. Okay, all right. It says, I've learned that the more vulnerable I allow myself to be, the more in control of myself I really am. I have never heard that. That's the first time I have ever heard anything like that. It says, I've learned that the more vulnerable I allow myself to be, the more in control of myself I am. And the quote was from somebody who's anonymous. So unfortunately, I can't tell you where to go. She said, right. Many of us feel that we can only show our strong, confident side. All right. All right. Come on. All right. Come on. Be with me. Stay with me. We believe the face that we have to show to the world should always be one of politeness, perfection, calm, strength, and control. Strength, and control. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. It says, well, it's certainly good and often appropriate to be in control, calm, and strong. There is another side to all of us, that part of us that feels needy. Yeah. Becomes frightened, has doubts, and gets angry. That part of us that needs care, love, and reassurance that things will be okay. Expressing these needs make us vulnerable and less than perfect. But this side needs our acceptance too. Allowing ourselves to be vulnerable will help us build lasting relationships. That's interesting. All right, Leo, stay with me. Stay with me, boo. Oh, y'all saying that's true. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. All right, it says, allowing ourselves to be vulnerable will help us build lasting relationships. Sharing our vulnerabilities help us feel close to people and help others feel close to us. It helps us grow in self-love and self-acceptance. It helps us become healing agents. It also allows us to become whole and accessible to others. So the affirmation today, Leos, is today I will allow myself to be vulnerable with others when it's safe and appropriate to do so. And it's interesting that the very first card on your reading is express your love, right? And it's followed by chemistry, followed by this could be the one, and religious factors. Okay. I'm sensing like a very, for some of you, this is not going to relate to all of you here. This is not going to relate to everybody. You may not resonate with everything. And if you don't, I hope you find you a reader who can help you. But I'm sensing a very, very modern romance, like a real modern romance here. Because when I see these cards together, it makes me think of an online romance or a social media romance. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups with Express Your Love. We have Knight of Pentacles with chemistry. This could be the one, Five of Swords, religious factors, the High Priestess. Now, somebody is not sharing the fact that they may feel some kind of way. What were the other cards that I read along with this? I read the Rider Waite. Did I read Morgan Greer? What did I read as the qualifying cards before? Let me see. I have so many cards to choose from. Do I want this deck, this deck, this deck? I think I'll take this deck over here. Ooh, who would have thought I would get you? Oh, yeah. So let's see what other qualifying cards we have, at least from the other parties involved. Sometimes Leos, you know, you guys have more than one person. Okay, all right, all right. The sun shines everywhere, baby. That's right. That's your song. You're welcome. All right. All right, you guys. Let me concentrate for you, okay? Okay, so I don't feel right with these cards. I don't like that feeling that I'm getting. Let me get another. Okay. What card, what deck did I use to qualify yesterday? These are called the Black Girls Tarot. Aren't they pretty? All right, express your love. Let's see. What cards are we getting with express your love? Leo. Express your love. Bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, but I'm not reading it. Okay, we have the Two of Swords, chemistry. We have the Wheel of Fortune. With this could be the one. We have the Moon. Okay, all right now. Something that they hiding some shit. We gonna find out with the hub. They hiding. And with religious factors, we have the King of Wands. So it looks like some of you are going to break through your religious factors issues. See, I get hot, I get cold, I get hot, I get cold. All right. And the last cards, the last divination is going to come from Doreen Virtue's deck. I love this deck. I really do. I love the angel deck. I had a dream about it last night, actually. All right, Leos. Express your love with the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Chemistry with the Knight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. This could be the one with the 5 of Swords and the Moon. And religious factors with the High Priestess and the King of Wands. Some of you are going to get some really nice presents. You know those grand gestures that you do? Somebody's going to be doing grand gestures right back to you. Okay. So we have the Sun. Ooh, on this card, the Sun is an adult. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no child riding on a pony. Chemistry, we have the 10 of Wands. This could be the one, the 8 of Swords. You guys need to communicate with somebody. And the looks like you're not in communication with someone that you need to be in. So let's see what we have here, Leos. Okay. Sorry, you guys. So sorry. All right. Let's see what we have. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't feel like you guys have a problem with expressing your love. What I'm sensing for some of you, okay, hopefully I can get to all of you. I feel like, there's a really modern romance situation happening here. Like, for someone, you could feel like this is the one, but there's something, the moon is here, which means you don't know them or you can't see them, or maybe you guys are not face to face with each other. And I see the social media card too. So there could be a social media romance happening, a dating online. The fact of the matter, you guys, just truthfully speaking, in today's society where everybody or most of us are on social media, it's pretty hard to not think that maybe you may start feeling something romantic from somebody that you see on social media, their Instagram account, their Facebook account, YouTube, Snapchat, online dating. Eventually, somebody somewhere alone may begin to develop a romantic attraction for people who, maybe you don't really know. It's like some of you could feel like somebody could be the one, but there's so much information that's not shared that you don't really know what's going on. Okay, you met through Instagram. You met him online. Exactly. And that's going to be, a lot of people resist that. But the fact of the matter is that's kind of like where it is now. Okay, it's not uncommon to meet people online. And I don't think there's a problem with meeting people on social media and online, since that's where the fabric of our lives is really going. I think that the problem is that we don't have a lot of guidance and direction and structure on what to do when problems come up, like they're going to come up inevitably. If you like somebody who is in Brazil and you're in Chile, this could be the one. But they're in Brazil, you're in Chile, or, you guys have a lot of chemistry, but, what do you do? So I think that the main issue is people really don't have a lot of guidance and instruction on what to do when problems come up when you meet somebody online. Like, we don't really know. There isn't anybody in mainstream media that's telling us, okay, let's see you meet exactly. Like, let's say you meet somebody on Instagram and this happens and that happens. Now, how do you handle it? I don't know. Okay, here's a typical problem. This is a typical problem. Let's say that like you meet somebody who already has a following on Instagram. They already have a following on Facebook. They have a lot of friends. Maybe they're in YouTube. They have a lot of followers on Snapchat. See, what happens is a lot of times if somebody is in the public's eye, because a lot of this public social media has enabled people to have small little celebrities in their sector of the world, right? Right, exactly. Now, strength within, what the hell do you do about that? See, you meet this is look how many people are saying that they're meeting people online. So one of the problems, let's say, the online media or the social media has created a lot of small celebrities in your sector. Okay. Like you could be in the 8th grade, is Matt here? You could be in the 8th grade and have 400 friends, right? And that's a lot for a whole bunch of 8th graders who are on Facebook, because maybe they only have 100 friends. And so, you got 400 friends, then you're kind of like a little celebrity or whatever. So what happens is, okay, you both have a big following. I get that. See, now look at all these people. I know, I love Matt. Look at all these people talking about their social media. The problem is we don't know what to do in these situations, right? Because it's not like meeting somebody in person. For instance, it is not uncommon at all for you to have a following or for someone to be on YouTube, Snapchat, Instagram. And let's say, okay, if somebody already is, okay, like for instance, if you like somebody that's already in social media and they have a following, there's a very strong possibility that you have access to their material and their videos and their stories and their social media before they have access to yours. So, of course, in a situation like that, if you've gotten a chance to see them longer and stronger and you've become fixed with looking at their material, of course, your chemistry may be stronger than theirs, right? See, there's nobody to really tell us what to do. Let's say you have an Instagram account, you have a YouTube page, you have a Snapchat where you have a lot of followers, right? If somebody is feeling you, they have, it's like they are going to have access to your material much longer than maybe you'll have access to theirs. So one of the problems in social media is, so these people may start liking you based off of what they see in social media, right? And they gravitate to your videos, they gravitate to your comedy, they gravitate to you. And when maybe you don't have the same feelings for them, then see, this is what I'm saying. Some people are getting their feelings hurt because they may like somebody who maybe is a little celebrity in social media, and you've had a lot of time to soak in their videos or soak in their pictures and soak in their Snapchats, and they may not have had the same or equal amount of time to do that with your social media. So you have maybe a 3-month or a 6-month advantage. Your wheel of fortune with the chemistry is deep, right? You have somewhat of an advantage because you've had access to their pictures. You know what they've posted. And it's like if I met Mary J. Blige, right? Or no, let's use Mary J. Blige. I've been listening to her for 8 years. I have access to all of her music. I have feelings for Mary J. Blige. You know what I mean? Like, I love her. So now if I met her, I might kind of like overwhelm her with how much I feel in regards to her music. And she may not have ever seen any of my readings. So she may not be where I am, not to say that she can't get there. But at the gate, she may not be where I am, and it might hurt my feelings. And this happened with the YouTuber before, right? I was watching the YouTuber, right? I was watching the YouTuber for about a year, and she was my family. I loved her. And I actually had the opportunity to speak with her, but she didn't know me, right? And I laid on a lot of these feelings that I've been having. I loved her videos. I loved her. And I was like, oh my God, I love you. You do this, you do that. And when she didn't respond back at the same level that I responded, my feelings were hurt. And I was like, wow, she's a bitch, And it's not that she's a bitch. It's just that I've had the opportunity to have a year in advance with looking at her material, and she hadn't seen any of mine. So I see that that could have happened to one of you. Somebody out there, it's like maybe you are on social media, and it wasn't until I got into her shoes that I can understand where she was coming from, right? So like there may be a situation where maybe somebody hypothetically is watched. I mean, just so that you can understand, maybe somebody's been watching my videos for a while, right? And or somebody's watching your social media for a while, and they've had 3 to 6 months, a period of time to take you in. So they're going to feel a certain kind of way after 3 to 6 months. Maybe you didn't get access to their social media for 3 to 6 months. So you're not there where they are. So when they step up to you, you know, they step up with 3 to 6 months of a head start than you have, right? And so maybe you don't respond like maybe they are responding because they don't understand that you had a 3 to 6 month, that they have a 3 to 6 month advantage over you to see your material. So what happens, like we don't have anybody telling us what to do. What happens when you like somebody in social media? And, you know, maybe a lot of people like them, but let's say that they decide that they like you, or maybe you have a strong following and you decide that you like a particular follower, right? And so maybe a follower or a viewer, they put something out there and they put it out there and they want you to respond as if you've been seeing their material for 3 to 6 months and you don't respond where they are, and then their feelings are hurt because nobody is teaching us, well, hey, you know, Mary J. Blige don't know you yet. Now you could become a really good friend of hers, but you got to put yourself in her shoes. She has never seen your work. She doesn't know who you are. This could be the first time that she's had any interaction with you, right? And like this happens to a lot of people. So I'm like, Mary J. Blige, I love you, I love you, I love you. And she's not that responsive, and my feelings are hurt. And what it is, and all it really is that I've just got a head start on her with knowing who she is and knowing her work. Okay. So I think that what's happening here is that people's egos are getting away of just logical data. It looks like, Leo, you did some type of grand gesture. Some of you have done a grand gesture for someone the way that only a Leo can. You know, maybe you did express your love already to someone, right? And maybe you don't know how they feel, but maybe you did one of the Leo's grand gestures and you put it out there. And I feel like somebody put it out. Yeah. They were like, baby, let me tell you what's up. I'm going to do it Leo style too. I'm about to let you know like an adult how the fuck I feel. And I'm going to put that shit out there like a grown ass woman or a grown ass man. Leos, what I feel happened here is that this person, like they look like they feel the same way that you felt, but they were just overwhelmed by your gesture. I don't think that anybody as fine as you, or as gorgeous, as magnetic, as sensuous, and as sexy had ever did some shit like that. She said, yes, honey. Yes, hunty. I think that somebody out there, what's going on here? Oh, thank you, baby. I think that nobody had ever did no shit like that. And they felt like so much chemistry with you. You could have done this with somebody who has a following, somebody who's in the public's eye, or this could be you. You have a following, you're in the public's eye. Maybe one of your viewers stepped up, maybe one of your Snapchat followers. Somebody did a gesture that blew somebody out of the fucking water. They were like, oh my God, this gorgeous ass, fine ass, motherfucking woman, motherfucking man, whatever, just did this unbelievable gesture that nobody has ever done so big. And it was like, it was really hard for them to take it in. They wanted it, like they have. Yes, she goes, yes, I did that. They wanted it because they felt like, oh my God, I feel the same way. Right. But shit, Jay-Z, I don't remember the song, y'all. Okay. But there was some type of award where he was singing to Beyonce. And one of the lines in that song is something about he got the finest woman in the industry. And she was standing up and she did like this. She loves that man because Beyonce doesn't act fake at all. She's like so real. But to me, I think she is. Her Venus and Libra. Yes, 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 yes. So anyway, I think you did this really big gesture to let somebody know that you was feeling them. And when a Leo loves you, they share the spotlight with you. That's how you know that they love you. They'll literally put you in the spotlight with them. So you did this gesture and it was so hard for this person to receive, right? And they just went on this tailspin. It almost kind of like embarrassed them a little bit because like that song that Jay-Z sings about Beyonce being the finest woman in the industry, they were like the finest ass woman in the sector that you guys operate in, whether it's your job, maybe you guys are on camera, you guys are in the movies, the finest ass, all right, drop dead, no holds back woman or man step the fuck up and made this type of gesture towards them. And they were just completely overwhelmed by it. So some of you did express your love. And, this person, they were just like, oh my God, 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 oh my God. You know what I mean? Because everybody knew that this fine ass woman or this amazing ass man made a gesture for you. And they were just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? Oh my God, because nothing like that ever happened. And I think for some of them, it just came out of fucking nowhere. Like it was just boom, the sun is out. Bam, this is how I feel. And they didn't know what to do. And a lot of times, I feel like some of you could be dealing with people on social media. Again, you really don't have anybody to tell you what to do, how to handle this. What do you do when somebody really is expressive on social media? Maybe they had access to your pictures longer than you had. So they're at a place with you, that you didn't have the privilege of being with them yet because you didn't get to see their social media. And so they're at this place with you and they're like, bam, baby, this is what's up. And, somebody was like, damn, I wanted to be up like that, but I just saw your pictures 3 days ago. But give me a chance, you know what I'm saying? Let me catch up with you. So some of you could like somebody in the public's eye, or maybe somebody in the public's eye liked you and they were a little hurt about your lack of response. And basically what it was is we don't really know how to handle situations where we're in the public's eye longer, so you have access to our material, or you're in the public's eye longer, so somebody else have access to your material. So they're feeling some kind of way. And they don't really know, like, how, let me remember, this person doesn't have access to my social media yet. So how do I come at you? You know what I'm saying? So Leo, y'all just did your express your love thing and you was like, bam, baby, I'm feeling you. And this person had a lot of chemistry with you too. It looked like they took their time because you fucking fine. That's why, because you fucking fine. And they were like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do to not fuck this up? And there's nobody to teach you, nowhere to go. How do you respond when you have a social media account? They seen your shit longer than you seen yours. So they have these expectations that you don't know nothing about. That somebody's been going around feeling a lot of love for you and you don't even know. It's like, I didn't know. I didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just don't know what to do. So it looks to me like you like, how the fuck do you not know what the fuck to do? This is what you do. You do this, you do that. But everybody, you guys operate on instincts, and everybody doesn't have instincts. If you don't mind, like the video, please, because that gets the circulation going. But so what I see here is that somebody might have taken somebody's grand gesture the wrong way. And I feel like if you guys could like just sit down and really, damn, this is a really modern romance. There's not even, especially if you guys met on Instagram. I mean, how many books have you read on how to handle a love that you meet on Instagram? How do you handle a situation when you have a lot of followers and you meet, like James Brown ended up marrying one of his fans who was in the audience. Well, she had, well, how do you do that? What, it's like, I'm sure that when Beyonce met Jay-Z, he had been established for a while. So she might have had some feelings about him and his music that maybe he didn't have for her when he just met her when she was in Destiny Child. Maybe she was just starting, but that doesn't mean that he didn't grow there. Right? So sometimes Leos, the fact of the matter is you guys are looking at things as an ego blow when actually it's an ego boost. It's like, damn, I'm so all of that. This person thinks that I'm the one on such a degree that they just are, they're just mesmerized. They don't know what to do. Look at this look at her mouth. I don't know what to do. Do you believe that? And they just, they just got a little confused here. All right, now let's read. So I do believe that whatever this grand gesture that you did, I believe that they're still taking it in because it was like, again, the top woman at the office, the top woman at the swim meet, the top woman at church, the sexiest woman, that they'd ever seen to them made a really big Leo gesture that just blew them the fuck away. It's like they had a tower moment. Like, God damn, really? For real? Now what do I do? But I think that some of you took it as, they didn't like you, but that's not what I'm seeing here. This could be the one, is definitely not, I don't like you. So I think this person, they were slow. You didn't know how to interpret their lack of response. So, I just feel like, before you're like, well, I don't know, just that what was going on. So the very first card we have is express your love. And one person feels like they've already done that. And they're very clear about the fact that you are who they love. And this is where they want to be. But one person may not be clear about how the other person feels because the other person, maybe they're in indecision, maybe they're not stepping up like you stepped up. But so one person feels like they're in the dark and another person feels like, they put their shit on blast. But I'm here to tell you that this other person that you made that gesture to, they feel the exact same way. Just because somebody is not at your pace doesn't mean that they don't feel the same or that they can't catch up. When you meet someone on social media, like online and stuff like that, right? It's kind of hard when you have access to their material faster than they have access to your material, because you may be a little bit more emotionally advanced in the connection that they are. It doesn't mean you're being rejected. It just means that you have access to their material faster than they had access to yours. It doesn't mean that they, can't feel what you feel. So I feel like somebody really put it out there that they loved you, or that, they really care, or you put it out there that you really love someone. And I feel like they felt the same. I just felt like, you were a lot to take in. And maybe for someone, Like they have a lot of attention that comes to them on Instagram, on Snapchat, YouTube, Facebook, but you stood out. They were like, wait, hold up. Like maybe a lot of people have said, I love you, or, I think you're awesome. And it's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. But then when this one said it, it was like, wait, hold the fuck up. When the Leo said it. So the next card, you guys, somebody is not expressing their love because they feel like they've expressed it already. And they don't really know how the other person feels, and they're hurting. But to me, from what I'm seeing, this other person feels exactly how you felt. So wherever you're coming from, it looks like it's equal. All right. The next card we have is chemistry. So the cards are saying that there's somebody in your environment that you have chemistry with, and somebody needs to, let the other person know. There's a strong attraction to chemistry here, but it looks like you guys are a little overwhelmed by each other. You guys are a little overwhelmed by each other. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, heavy Virgo energy in here, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, or some of you could be dealing with a fixed sign. Another Leo. What is that? The water barrier, Aquarius. What is that? Scorpio. And this is Taurus or Leo. So some of you could be dealing with somebody who's fixed, and it looks like some type of offer is coming to you, or there may be some type of fixed offer. Some type of offer is coming to this connection. Let me clarify what this offer is. But it's something about this situation. It's like there's so much passion for one of you that it just feels overwhelming. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you what I really see here. And what I really see here is there's so much passion, or this could be you, Leo. You feel so much passion for this fire sign, or for whoever, one of these fixed signs, that is overwhelming. Or they feel so much passion for you that they're like, fuck it, I just cannot deal with feeling like this about somebody. They're like, I don't want to feel like this about somebody. Like there's a lot of passion here. Okay. Y'all, I don't know. I think if you guys expressed your love with each other and you got a hotel room, you probably not come out for a month. It's like, hold up, I got to eat. I got to go to sleep, and I got to work. Okay. There's a lot of chemistry here between you and somebody else. All right. The next card we have. So as it flows is express your love, because you will be pleasantly surprised, especially if you are expressing your love like this. From an adult perspective, like, you know what? You make me happy. You're what I want. You bring me joy. The thought of being with you makes me feel happier than being with anybody else. Somebody needs to express their feelings. And it seems like if you express your feelings, this card says there will be a happy outcome for some of you. It looks like brilliant new ideas will come to the both of you that will lead to financial success. And they're saying, have confidence in yourself. So somebody needs to express their feelings. And what you're going to find out is that there is a lot of chemistry between the two of you. It just seems like, honestly, the chemistry is, for some of you, is so intense that you have to go slow with it because it's too fiery. This somebody can really make you happy, Leo. It could be another Leo. You could be dealing with the water sign here with this Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You could be dealing with the Libra. Okay, a Libra who is like, oh God, here we go again with your indecisive motherfucking ass. But I tell you, they know. They may not be telling you, but they're very clear about it. All right. They just don't know what to do with you, because with whoever you're dealing with, this type of chemistry, is kind of like very volatile. It's a chemistry like fire. You guys are used to fire. You're used to it. And this person is like, what do you do with all this fucking chemistry? What do I do? It's like they look at you. They want to be where you are. It hurts that they're not where you are. They want to be where you are. And it's just whoever this is, whoever you're thinking about, you could be thinking about several people. That's your business. But there's one of these people, could be two, that if you guys were together, you would be so happy. You would be, honestly, to me, a power couple. But somebody, I was listening to a reader who did a live session for Leos. And one of the cards that she pulled was "You Deserve Love." And it fucked me up when it's one of these Doreen Virtues cards. And it was almost like the ending of the reading. That's almost how it ended. And I didn't hear anything that she said, but that card, "You Deserve Love." It looks like, honestly, not to be telling your significant other's business, but this is what you're here for. Also, Super Chat is open. Yes, it is. It is open. All right, because this is a good reading. For real, for real. You said you in love with your Libra man. That's a good thing. All right. You should be. You really should be. But it looks like when that person pulled the card, "You Deserve Love," it just hit me. And it was like, wow. I believe that somebody in this equation, it could be you, it could be your significant other, somebody doesn't feel like they deserve you. Or maybe you don't feel like you deserve to be happy, because whoever this person is that you're thinking about, this is how they're going to make you feel. Like this: an adult, happy, grounded, not riding on some horse, grounded, above all the bullshit that life has to offer. This is how this person will make you feel on the inside: glorious, joyful, like smiling all the time, like you are in the arms of your beloved. That's how attracted and connected this other Leo, this water sign, or this air sign will make you feel. And on top of that, so this is not just a spiritual or emotional feeling, this is sexual too. It's just that, somebody has issues that they may need to deal with that has nothing to do with you. There's something about this connection that feels burdensome too, okay? It's like if for some reason somebody feels like it's going to take a lot of work to be with you, but it looks like the work that it's going to take is for them to believe that they're deserving to feel like this, Like a lot of times people feel deserving to feel like that. I don't want to feel like that anymore. This is a new year, Leos. We don't need to be feeling like that anymore. So something about this connection makes somebody feel really overburdened because they have to deal with so many of their own demons. You haven't done anything, or they haven't done anything to you. It's their own demons that blocks them from this association. I do see some type of offer that is coming to you, but it's slow to come. And it's slow to come because it's like this is a connection, whoever this is for, it's just one. Well, number one, this could be the one. So because this could be, look at this. For some of you, whoever this resonates for, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. I have a feeling that this is social media though, but because this is my broadcasting card. So you have met someone that can lead you to being who you truly are, the sun. All right. And it's somebody that you have chemistry with. It's just that, there might have been some harsh words said, third party situation. Some of you could be dealing with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, in which there's been some type of no-win situation with harsh words and cruelty or whatever. And it does feel like there's somebody who tries to push you away because they just are unknown. They don't know. It's like pain and misery is all they've known. This could be you. So, to meet somebody find somebody who is as expressive as you are, who is as gorgeous, makes them feel as good, and this could be interchangeable, who they have chemistry with. And this could be the one. It's like somebody is challenged with shutting this down or going into the unknown. I don't feel like trust is here. Okay. That's one of your obstacles. Like somebody just doesn't feel like they can trust this. There's something that feels unstable about this. And one of the things is somebody doesn't feel worthy of it. And so they're working on their self-esteem and getting their money together and stuff. And somebody else feels like they can't trust the other person. Like a part of them feels like you could be the one, right? But somebody has just kind of felt like there's been third party situations, a whole bunch of secrets, things that they don't know, hurt feelings, pain, sorrow. And a lot of this somebody brought on themselves. And another part of it is that you two are intimidated by each other because you guys feel the same way about each other. And it looks like, and it feels like for whomever this is for, you two could be a power couple. Maybe both of you have strong Instagram accounts. Maybe both of you are in the, like maybe you're an actor and he's a musician, whatever level you guys are on. Maybe you guys are in the public's eye. Maybe you have a lot of Facebook followers and so does he. And if both of you guys connected, everybody would see that you're on Facebook and he's on, it feels like a power couple to me, but it feels like a power couple who is too afraid to go forward with this because they don't really know how. But from what I'm seeing, I don't see why you would want to even live without having a connection like this. This is what people live for. But for others of you, there could be religious factors that causes you guys to have problems in this connection. Okay. And somebody may not be disclosing their religious factors, or there's something about this connection that is non-traditional. There's something about this connection that somebody wants to keep a secret. There could be like, to me, the King of Wands already has an established relationship someplace else, and it could be a secret. So somebody could have a secret lover here. That could be one of the religious factors, like, you don't believe in adultery or you don't believe in fornication, whatever. Yeah, so it looks like your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path, right? Right. I don't know if polygamy is a Leo trait. I wouldn't tolerate that bullshit. But if that's, how you want to roll. Oh, wait. Okay, so let's look at this. It looks like everything goes fine until we get to these religious factors. And let's see what else the cards have to say about these religious factors. I feel like one party is not afraid. I don't feel like it's the Leo that's afraid personally, not with this type of courage. I feel like somebody felt like they didn't deserve it. So they're trying to come up with excuses to push the other person away. Okay. So it's like you guys are going to be at a quandary here. It's like, do I let myself be this happy with the one, or, do I go back to misery? Do I go back to misery where I'm confused and I'm not happy and I'm finding, thank you, Kalia, and I'm not happy and I'm finding, thank you, Ashley, and I'm finding reasons for us to be apart, right? But I do feel, Leos, like there could be, somebody could already have a family, or this person could be your wife. And then there's somebody else who you're going to move away from. Also, this is the change of residence and the travel card. So it's really up to you, Leos. This looks a lot like your monthly reading. But what I see here is you have to use I think some of you are just trying to use your intuition. You don't know where the other person is coming from, and where they're coming from is they feel like you are, the person could really feel like they don't deserve love, but I feel like you're going to be seeing a shift. All right. Leos, you guys are really big energies. You're really big energy. And I think that some of you may not know that. Okay. Sometimes you're not aware of the energy you bring. It takes Scorpios, they tell me a lot, this is what your energy is like, and this is what it feels like. And I'm like, wow, really? Yeah. So you may not know how, it's like sometimes you guys can be a little larger than life, and a person has to be ready for that. I feel like this person is getting ready now. So it looks like you are spying on, some of you are on a break with someone who you're not quite finished with. All right. Because I said there could be multiple people. All right. So it looks like you're spying on your ex or on the person that you're taking a break with. But I do feel like, you're spying on someone that you're not done with. It looks like they're working to get their mind kind of like off of the situation. And in your future, with whomever, you're on a break with, some of you, you're going to experience a death with someone, which is kind of like like things are going to be changing between you and a Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And let's see. It looks like you're getting ready to move forward from someone. I think you're going to go back one more time, though. Like right now, you're still kind of looking back, wondering, maybe doing readings on them, wondering what they're doing. How are they feeling about you being either on vacation or away? How you're feeling, how they're feeling about you sort of kind of moving on to a certain extent. And it looks like you're going to go try it one more last time to give this situation one last try. Okay. And then it looks like there's going to be inevitable change and you move forward. So it seems like what's happening, is, oh, good, Cassandra. I'm happy to hear that. He said, no, I cannot see it. So what are you moving into? You're moving to being a little confused about maybe how to move forward, but then you're going to get direct clarity on what you need to do to move forward with. So that's all I have for you, really, Leos. It's kind of like your main reading. Really? Well, I see that some of you are going to give your last situation one more try, because, the Scorpio likes to resurrect things. Some of you guys could have Scorpio in your chart, but then you're going to move away from a Cancer or move away from a water sign. Oh, thank you. I'll start doing readings again around Halloween. You're so welcome. So you guys tell me a synopsis of what you heard me say. Somebody wrap it up. What did you hear me say? I better recognize I'm sweet. I know that's right. You guys hit the like button, please, so that I can get in circulation like I used to get. So I won't have 1,000 views, but instead I have 10,000. But it really is not how much views that's happening. It's how many people are going to Vimeo, but I'm not doing Vimeo right now. You're so welcome. Y'all tell me they can't take this every of mine and I deserve love. Okay. Well, what I'm saying is that in a nutshell, when you meet people online or on social media, you don't have a lot of books that tells you how to deal with, like how to deal with it. Maybe you like somebody on social media and they could feel the same about you, but you've had access to their work longer than they had access to yours. So maybe when you made this grand gesture, you wanted them to respond the way that you responded, but you didn't have any social media up at that time to where they had the opportunity to be where you were, right? So then maybe you left feeling rejected, like, oh my God, I love this woman. I love this man so much. And when I put myself out there and I made this gesture, they responded so poorly. And it's like, because there really isn't anybody telling you, well, maybe the reason that they responded like that is because they didn't have the opportunity to have as much information on you, your music, your videos, your Snapchats, your photos, your mimes. They don't have that. So, but just because they didn't have it then doesn't mean that they can't catch up. And in some cases, I feel like some of you are bitter or you feel resentment because somebody is not, maybe where you are, and they can be, they are moving to where you are. But I really feel like somebody in your mix feels a lot of chemistry for you. And you guys both feel like both of you could be the one, but it's about making a decision on each one of you has to make the decision to choose happiness. You can manifest anything you want. I mean, this is not going to be the last person that you can experience this with, but as a reader, these cards are kind of rare. The sun with chemistry, and this could be the one. Those, and that's kind of rare. So what I see happening for the next 2 weeks for you, Leos, is you guys, either you or the person who you care about, they're going to be either sinking into more of not feeling worthy of you or not feeling worthy of this connection, or they can choose to move towards joy. And it looks like right now, half of you, like I just feel like somebody is not comfortable with how much joy they feel that they could have with you. It's unknown and it's uncomfortable. All right, baby. So it's unknown and it's uncomfortable. And again, people don't have information on how to date on social media or what to do. Do you fly to meet each other? Do you not? Do you wait? Do you call? Do you not call? It looks like some of you has shut down communication with somebody. Somebody shut down communication with someone and they don't really know what to do. They reached out to you, you shut them down. They might have reached out in a couple of ways, you shut them down, and they don't know what else to do but to move on. To them, shutting down means you're not interested. Thank you so much, Brenda. And so they're a little confused because they sense that through your gesture that, you could be the one, and that you showed through your gesture that you really feel for them, right? And so, finally, somebody comes around and gives you an offer, and you feel like that offer is too oppressive. So they are like, wow, I thought that they loved me or that they thought that we could have something. And so they stepped up, you shut them down. Somebody shot somebody down. And so they're like, well, what am I supposed to do but move on? I mean, if somebody has your number and they're not calling, and you're trying to email someone, Skype them, call them, and they're not responding, what else can you do but think that means that even though you have these feelings for someone, they are feeling like you don't want to express them. I feel like they're having really a hard time with moving on. Okay. Because they thought that both of you guys were at this place. But they feel like they have no choice but to take action. Here's the King of Wands in the area of moving on with their lives, because you're not really showing that much of an interest anymore. I feel like this is a situation that causes them to feel defeated, because you may say, well, I just need space right now. And I don't think that like this person feels when you like somebody, you don't want space from them, right? It's like you just need space from some people who you have a half interest in. So like they're taking your rejection as a lack of interest. And whoever it is that you feel this way about, other people feel that way about them too. So it looks like somebody waited for you and it doesn't look like any action was taken. Like you see how he's just sitting looking. So somebody feels like, well, the only way I can get out of confusion is to move on with my life. So let's see what the Leo expects this person to do if they're not responding. I don't really. So I think this person is kind of like, what exactly do you want from me? Okay, it's like somebody's not calling. Thank you very much. Right. So if somebody is not responding to your efforts, somebody's not calling, they're not responding to you. It's like they're left to think that, do you just want attention? Because that's not fair. Whoever this is, they'd rather give their attention to somebody who was giving them what they wanted. So somebody is in the mindset of like, this is how it ends. Somebody is in the mindset of moving on because it's like somebody's head is turned towards what this connection is. So let's see what the Leo expects the person to do who, if you're not responding to someone, what do you really expect them to do? You expect them to wait until you feel like talking? Well, people have lives to live. It's like maybe while you're trying to figure it out, maybe somebody else is showing them a grand gesture. Right? So what does the Leo expect for the person to do who they're not responding to? The Leo expects for you to understand that they're just, yeah. The Leo kind of doesn't really know what they expect you to do. They feel like you should fight for them. They feel like you should work and fight for them and come after them again. But nobody likes to be rejected. And then there comes a time when it's like, is this stalking? Like if you've reached out to people and you can count, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I tried to get a business connection going. I tried to call, I've tried to do this, and there's no response. Then, I guess the Leo wants the person to just kind of sit up there and just be able to read their thoughts. The person is feeling like, wow, it's unfortunate that I have to move on. And it looks like whoever you're dealing with, they're not the kind of person that is going to sit around and wait while you decide what you want to do. They, this person just has too much pride for that. They would rather, like just be hurt and move on so they have some level of dignity. If every time they reach out, all they're going to get from you is, like rejected. They kind of feel like you're a tease, like maybe all you want is attention, and they're getting ready to completely take their attention away from you because they're not getting anything in return, right? So this is how this person is feeling, and this is how you're feeling. Like, wow, this is how you guys feel away from each other. So this person has no choice, Leo. You're giving them no choice but to move on. And then you're shocked that they're moving on when all you have to do is pick up your phone when they call. And it's like, well, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, well then let me go on about my business then. If this person is feeling like, if I'm not what you want, you're not responsive, you're not responding to emails, you're not responding to chats, you're not responding to Snapchats, you're not responding to Facebooks, you're not responsive to them. So the Leo, let's see why. This is an hour. I need to close this now. the Leo wants to respond to you, Earth sign, or whatever, but it looks like the Leo might be working on their own self-love issues. They might be getting their finances together too, but it looks like maybe the Leo feels a little unworthy of this person or a little intimidated by the person too. Um, and But the Leo is going to take action or wants to take action. But it looks like there could be some heartbreak that the Leo is going through. So what is this person going to do, Leo? They're going to get strong. See, when you go silent on someone, you teach them how to live without you. Like, those of you who are going silent on your main partners, or, this could be a Leo moon too. Like when you don't answer the calls or you're not responding to them, you just teach them how to live without you. That's the only thing ignoring does, teaches you how to live without a person. And every day you get a little stronger with it. So every day this person is getting a little stronger with you not being around. And so it feels like this, but it also feels liberating to not have, this type of energy over someone who's choosing not to respond. So they kind of feel like the ball is in your court. And let's see. It looks like Leo, if in fact you did contact them or you were open, you guys could start something that looks kind of fun and very passionate, and your ships will come in. Okay. So that's what I have for you. And they're really perplexed by you. They don't know, like, they know that you feel like this. So they just think that maybe you guys need to talk things out, like maybe have a heart-to-heart conversation, because the way that you feel about them, they feel about you, but they're not sure if you still feel the same, because why would you not talk to somebody who you care about unless you don't want to? And you have that right. You have that right to not talk to somebody, maybe whatever the reason is that you're not talking to them, they think that it doesn't make any sense, because they feel like, when you're really feeling somebody and you have chemistry with them, and you feel like this can be the one, why on earth would you stay away from them? Does that make any sense? Did you see how happy that you could be without them? Did you see how dry your cards were without them? I mean, how happy you could be with them. So I just feel like you guys just are in a really modern romance, and there's not a lot of guidance on how to navigate. But Leos, I hope that you love yourself enough to not let an opportunity pass where you can be happy. Okay. I feel like maybe one of the reasons that you feel a little apprehensive is because this person kind of pulls you away or pushes you away, right? But I think that they're going to not do that anymore. I feel like there's going to be a closeness. You see the passion that's around this woman, and he brings tranquility there. So I think someone is going to start feeling tranquil with their passion for you. Okay. And I think that, what was happening is maybe somebody felt like every time they said something, this person had a very adverse response to you. And I think it was because they didn't feel like they deserved love. But it looks like both of you are working on those issues. So both of you can go back to familiar people. Both of you have a lot of options. Both of you can go back to other people, but you're not going to be as happy with others as you're going to be with each other. So I see you keeping your options open, and you're leaving no choice right now, baby. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and God bless. Happy birthday.